for female equality. I was the only girl on my football team growing up. I am a rapper in a male-dominated
Football team.
industry. I have a career in a male-dominated industry. I run my household, pay all my bills by myself, have my own vehicles, and manage everything on my own. But I also know that God did not design my life to be this way. I was not meant to manage everything on my own. I was not meant to be the nurturer and the disciplinarian of my children. I was not meant
You can't
to
be both.
The provider and also the homemaker.
Exactly.
And I'm aware of that. And it's
Good.
my own decisions that have brought me here. And it's my own acceptance of the lies that I was taught in this society.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is so refreshing to hear. It's so rare that a woman would even just be the slightest bit honest, right? So many of these women are so dishonest and untruthful when it comes to this stuff, right? They will just delude themselves to no end to keep their bubble of lies alive, right? But kudos to her for being honest. I mean, this is really just very almost strange to hear a woman be this honest and tell the truth, that she was fed lies, which she was.
To men that they are not in fact the spirit heads of their households, that they are not the leaders of their households.
Yep.
We are shaming them for standing up in their masculinity
and
making decisions that would change and lead their families, and that's wrong. Now what I want more than anything in life is to have a man that spiritually leads me and my household. Why? Because I'm in that position. Because I have to. And I realized that I was designed to do other things. That I was designed and powerful in other ways. And I'm tired of managing it all on my own. I'm tired of being with men that I have to raise up spiritually because this society told them that wasn't their place. Because this society discouraged them from being masculine. And now I'm in a position where I have to take on a male and female role and act as if somehow I should be managing both. Am I capable? Certainly. But should I really be? No, I don't want to. We need to start encouraging men to stand firm in their spiritual positions so we can stand firm in ours. And I feel like if that happened, we would see way less broken families. We would see a stronger spiritual society.
Absolutely.
And, we would be seeing a lot of healing. I pray that that happens in my life. And if not, so be it.
And not only that, but we would see a lot less crime, safer communities, safer environment, less carjackings, less killings, less rapes, less, you name it, less violent crimes, less muggings, less suicides, all things that predominantly come from kids who were raised by single moms, who were raised in fatherless homes, right? I think it's just so despicable how society and a lot of these female celebrities and pop stars promote single motherhood as if it's a good thing when they know statistically the stats don't lie, that it's terrible. It's terrible for not only the child, but everyone who has to deal with that child from the time when he becomes 8 years old all the way to 80 years old, right? I mean, where this kid just grows up to become a menace to society, right? Remember that movie? But he just grows up to become, a complete monster out there. And we have to deal with that. And it's not like these people don't know, again, the stats, but they continue to promote it anyway because it fits their narrative. It's so evil and twisted whenever I see somebody, especially, it's usually a celebrity or somebody on the mainstream promoting single motherhood and promoting the fact these deadbeat dads got to raise these kids. Where's the dad? It's his fault. It's like, no. Guys are not the gatekeepers when it comes to, having sex. It's clearly the woman each time, right? She could keep her legs closed for these bad boys who are not going to stick around and instead, only have children in the confines of a marriage with a guy who is not going to just get up and leave. But I really wish more women would speak up and stop being such pussies and, tell the truth, and stop spreading all of these lies that, that they know it just hurts society, just so that they can virtue signal and morally grandstand and stand on their high horse and talk about what a great person they are. Okay, let's go with hear what this modern woman has to say.
I'm making an effort, so I expect you to make an effort. So don't just assume that I'm going to be able to drop off my child somewhere, because most likely I'm not. So unless you're offering to pay for the babysitter, I'm not going on that date. Also, offer to pay for the babysitter. That's going to make me more receptive to want to go and spend my time with you.
Oh my
The
God.
entitlement of these single mothers never gets old. Modern women are always talking about independent woman this, independent woman that. And they always put an emphasis on being able to pay their own bills, right, fellas? Some of them go as far to say that they're the mother and father and celebrate Father's Day. What this actually exposes is that independent women don't really want to be independent on any level. That's why this independent, boss babe, single mother believes that if a man wants to take her out on a date, he should pay for her responsibility, her babysitter. This is why single fathers do a lot better. We're not looking for a handout, and we understand that the world isn't here to save us. Run away from women like this, fellas. Run.
Yeah. So yeah, this single mom, this chick wants. She's going on a date, and she expects the guy to not only pay for dinner and whatever other entertainment that they engage in during their date, but she also expects him to pay for the babysitter. I mean, these single moms act as if they are still the prize, right? They act as if they don't have baggage. They act as if, they're child free or something, and they're not. Okay, they just fail to realize the value that the other person brings to the table. And this is what keeps them single. It keeps them on the shelf, the clearance rack, and it keeps them from meeting, from engaging and getting into a relationship with a good man, because this is how they treat people. This is how they ended up becoming single moms in the first place, right? I just did a whole coaching video that's probably already on my channel about just the dumbest single mom I've ever met. And I actually met this woman at an event of mine, and she was brought there by a friend of hers, and she was a 41-year-old divorced single mom, just divorced her husband a few years earlier, who was an alcoholic. She has 2 kids from that marriage, so she's now a divorced single mother who is 41 years old. She met a dude who was financially successful with no kids, had some beachfront property, had not one Lambo but 2 Lambos, and he was willing to. He was out in like Florida or something, and then he was talking about how he wanted to go to. He might go to like Disney World, and she was like, "I've never been to Disney World. That sounds so much fun." And she kind of invited herself. And he was like, "Yeah, great, come on out." And he goes, "I'll take care of the hotel, I'll take care of the food, I'll take care of the Disneyland tickets, I'll take care of everything if you come out. All you have to do is fly out here." That's all she had to do was buy her plane ticket. He was probably going to drop at least $1,000 or $200, right? With the hotel, the Disneyland tickets, going to take her out to eat for, I think she was going to stay for like 3 days. Probably going to drop $2,000 easily. High value guy, no kids, no baggage, never been married. But here she, divorced single mom, 41 years old. She broke the deal because he wasn't willing to buy her plane ticket, right? And I was like, he's paying for everything else, isn't he? Well, yeah, but I think it's gentlemanly if he did my plane ticket as well. I was like, you understand, if he buys everything, then you have all the leverage. I mean, you can just not show up to that date and he's left holding the bag, which is what he told her, right? And she goes, "Yeah, I guess so." And I'm like, that's kind of a pretty bum deal, right? Because what if you don't show up and he just invested like everything to see you, and then you just don't show up? I mean, don't you think that's fair at least? I mean, he's only asked you to buy your plane ticket, which was only like a couple of $100 from what I remember. And she said, "No, that's it, deal breaker." And I'm like, "Do you meet guys like this in your?" She was a school teacher too, by the way. It's not like she was a successful lady. She was a freaking first grade school teacher in some really small town. And I'm like, "Do you meet guys like this in your neighborhood up very often?" "No, never." And I go, "When's the last time you've seen a Lamborghini in your neighborhood?" "Never." "Have you ever ridden a Lamborghini?" "No." "You know anybody who owns beachfront property or ever date anyone like that?" "Never." And I'm like, would you consider this guy high value? She was like, "Oh, he's totally next level high value. He's out of my league high value." And I go, "And you're going to blow this deal because he even though he's paying for everything else, he's telling you to buy your own plane tickets just so he feels you're contributing something and he feels like he's not being totally taken advantage of. Yeah, that's right. I was like, I'm done with this conversation. I just don't feel bad for these single moms whatsoever. I have no sympathy for them. They do it to themselves. They are their own worst enemy. And a lot of them are just terrible people. They're just not good people. They're just very selfish, very narcissistic, very self-serving. Everything is about them. And no surprise that they end up single moms. Okay, last clip.
Now I have expectations.
Uh-oh.
Where it's like, if I were to do this, or if I were to give you, are you strong enough? Are you capable of being someone that's going to be in my life?
Ditto.
That's how I approach things now. And I'm not being conceited. I'm saying
You don't
it's actually
say.
an honor to be with me.
Oh my God, dude. That's not conceited. Hey guys, it's an honor that you watch my videos. It's an honor for you to be watching me. I mean, that is the most conceited statement ever. These chicks are they're just so terrible, man. I mean, that is just a really, really vain thing to say. I mean, that is some next level narcissism right there. Speaking of being a narc, man, that is some next level narcissism right there, which she just said. She just said it's an honor to be with you. Oh, friggin' A, sorry, Princess Leia. Oh, sorry, Your Highness. Oh my goodness, man. I mean, this chick thinks very, very highly of herself. I don't even know who she is. I don't watch a lot of these actresses these days just because they're like this. But I mean, look at the hoop earrings too. By the way, you guys know what we have to say about women with the hoop earrings. The bigger the hoops, the bigger the hoe. But I mean, listen to what she just said, guys. Listen to this.
That's how I approach things now. And I'm not being conceited. I'm saying it's actually an honor to be with me.
Oh my God, I can't even believe that she bold-faced said that. It's an honor to be with me. Who are you exactly? What do you bring to the table, right? Why is it such an honor to be with you? I mean, can you imagine, guys, like dating somebody like this who, like, literally you're just trying to have fun with this person and just, just trying to enjoy your lives together, and then she's looking over at you to remind you that, hey, it's an honor to be with me. Do you understand what an honor, how lucky you are to be with me? Get over yourself, right? Get over yourself.
Because I think I'm a great person.
Oh my God. She just said she's a great person. You know what, guys? I will tell you right now. Without a doubt, this chick has been seeing a therapist. This is the kind of rubbish that these therapists put in these naive, foolish little girls' minds, right? They put these things in their minds. You're a great person. I mean, even my ex from 2006, towards the end of our relationship, she couldn't handle it. She went to see a therapist, and they had her write in a spiral notebook, I'm a great person, like 25 times a day for 10 days. And I remember I asked her, I'm like, why are you writing that? Oh, my therapist told me. I go, you really have to ask yourself, you can write it all you want, but are you being a great person? I'm like, you're about to start cheating on me. You're leaving me high and dry. You're being a terrible person. You're picking fights left and right. You're being toxic. You're being evil. What makes you a great person? Well, see, my therapist. I'm gonna sick my therapist on you. But this is the result of somebody who's gone to therapy. I'm a great person, and you're lucky to be in my presence. This is the most condescending, patronizing modern woman that I've seen in a long time. I'm speechless.
Because I think I'm a great person and I love people deeply. And
sure you do. No, you love yourself. You love yourself. Okay? You don't love people. You love yourself. That's who you idolize, is yourself.
Won't tolerate ever being treated the way that I have been.
Okay, so she's been basically been ran through by the Chad, and now it's everyone else's fault but her own. It's everyone else's fault but our own. But again, guys, I always talk about this. Look at the expression on the face. This is the expression and the vibe of a Jezebel, right? Look at the eyes. The eyes are totally blackened. I mean, yeah, look at the expression on the face. This is exactly what you want to look for when you're looking for red flags. This is it right here and there. But as always, gentlemen, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of today's coaching video. Anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to share, please drop them in the comments below. Always love to see you guys my comments. Always love to read them, so drop those comments below. As always, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash that notification bell for me as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you want to support my work, just jump into 7 Months of Mastery. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons from me. So take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.